What is up? Okay, so we're trying to be really cautious with the tournament. We don't want to get too far behind. So we've asked some other folks to play one of their games, and then we can hop into their series halfway through. So we are hopping into a series that is already one game in. I hope you'll forgive me. We find ourselves on Kairos Junction LE. And our two combatants, with a 1-0 lead right now, in the yellow, playing Terran, it is Invalid. Or Invalid. Either way, I'm going to go with Invalid. I think that's better. Invalid. I'm happier with that. Yes. It's Invalid. Invalid. His opponent, in the top left. In the blue, playing Zerg, down one game. It is ChefBoyArdy. Again, you thought it was going to be different, didn't you? No, it's ChefBoyArdy. It's French. It's very French. You have to eat it with your ChefBoyArdy. Oh. Oh, yes. That's more British. I can't do accents. Anyway, ChefBoyArdy with a pretty standard opening here. Hatch, pool, gas, the usual. Invalid, also with the usual. Getting a Reaper out, not rallying it across the map though. Invalid looks like he wants to keep that Reaper back home, and is saving up to drop that command center. Gets a good scout on his opponent here. ChefBoyArdy is going to see just about. ChefBoyArdy is going to show about everything that he needs to show. Spawning pool finish up here pretty quick. Should be about the same timing as his natural expansion. That hatchery will finish up as well. Got a nice close up on the hatchery as it. Yeah, there it is. Rock and roll. If you guys haven't, by the way, checked out the Discord, what are you doing with your lives? The Platinum Heroes Discord are the guys who made this whole thing happen. I am not hosting this event. I'm helping out with it a little bit, but it is not my baby. The guys that run the Platinum Heroes Discord are the true heroes of this tournament. The Platinum Heroes Discord is for all players who are like Diamond 3 or below, who want to improve their skill, who want to get better. The Discord offers free coaching. You can do replay analysis. You can submit your replays and somebody will take a look at it and be like, here's what you fucked up. We have coaching sessions. They do a peep mode every weekend. And of course, they host great events like this. So please, pop an exclamation point Discord in the chat and check out the Platinum Heroes. The Platinum Heroes Discord, they are absolute champions. Cannot recommend them enough. All right, so we see a pretty standard 1-1-1 here for Invalid. I keep trying to say his name the wrong way. A pretty standard 1-1-1 here for Invalid. Dropping a couple Hellions off the factory, and then getting a tech lab for what looks like probably Banshee Harass, I would imagine. Popping into this game number 2. Now, I don't know anything about either of these players, and I didn't see their game 1, so I can't tell you what they're thinking or what their playstyle is like. And here we go. It's wrong, obviously. Obviously, it's wrong. Liberator and Invalid. Going for Stim. That early. Gonna get scouted out by the Overlord, of course, so he is gonna see all. We'll get chased out by a couple Marines here shortly. But it looks like Invalid going for a pretty standard bio build here. ChefBoyArdy's third. ChefBoyArdy, I gotta say it right if I'm committing to the bit. ChefBoyArdy. Third finishes there. And double, oh no, I thought that was double Evo chamber. Sorry, it's one Evo. There's a second Evo chamber though. That's what's messing with me. There it is. 2 Evo chambers and a baneling nest for ChefBoyArdy here. So it looks like he has gotten a pretty good read on the bio of his opponent. And indeed, we're going to see a second and even a third barracks going down now as Stim is about halfway done. First Liberators across the map and about 6 Hellions cranking through as well. Now there are a lot of Zerglings and Banelings here. Should be able to keep these Hellions at bay. Oh, and it's the Tricycle Hellions too. Rock and roll. All right. So yeah, here we go. These Hellions are going to poke up at the front. But with some good kiting here, actually, they should be able to take out a lot of these SCVs, these Zerglings. And there we are. We see a lot of Zerglings getting roasted, and only one Hellion even getting damaged. Now, it did go down, but they can also pick off these Banelings, and that's a lot of gas wasted there for our Zerg player. So one Baneling goes down, second Baneling goes down as well, and Invalid is son of a buck. Invalid has got to feel good about what he's doing here. Even get some shots on the Queens. Wow, rapid transfuses going down, probably before they even needed to. The Hellion's going to go right past those Queens, though, and into the main, and this could be huge. There's only one Queen in the main and a couple Zerglings that have rallied behind, but the drones haven't been pulled yet, and let's see what the drone kill count can get up to. The Hellion's getting a nice position there behind the natural. The drones have been pulled, so it's only Queens and... Oh, no, don't return the drones yet. It's not time. It's not your time yet, drones. Get out of here. Need to focus fire down a little bit. Still only 3 drone kills. This is either the greatest micro or the worst micro I've ever seen in my life. I don't believe it. 5 drone kills? That's it? Hokey smokes, and a whole flood of links coming across the gate now. Okay. Now this is interesting. 1-1 is working. Surely the Marines here will drive these Zerglings away, and the Zerglings will not cancel 1-1. Okay, thank goodness. I was about to say, what is this, crazy world? There we go, rock and roll. Okay. Invalid sets up on the tank, and he should be pretty safe here. Wow, even more barracks going down. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 barracks and a factory and a starport. That is a lot of production facilities here on only 2 bases for Invalid. I'm not invalid. I keep saying it. I've said the word literally every different way it could possibly be said at this point. I don't know how I could mess it up any more than I already have. Zergling's going to return home. Another big round of drones finishing up for ChefBoyArdy. And these 2 evolution chambers have finished up 1-1, but unfortunately 2-2 not on the way, as the hatchery is just mutating into lair tech. I will say, look at ChefBoyArdy's coverage here. Look at all of this coverage. This is incredible. He's got an Overlord hopping into the main base. It's about to get taken down by a missile turret, but he's still going to get a good read on what his opponent's up to. He had an Overlord here until just a moment ago. He's got Lings scouting at both of these expansion locations. Now, he hasn't spread his creep very well. I will say that. A little more creep spread would certainly behoove him, especially against Terran. You want as many Queens as you can possibly get. But other than that, he's doing a good job of keeping an eye on his opponent. Big drop here for Invalid. Was spotted by the Zergling. The Zergling was now taken out, so looks like he's going to bring that drop back home just to be safe. Scans in the main, sees absolutely nothing of value, other than the fact that there's nothing there. If that drop had hit right about then, it would have been really dangerous. Unfortunately, it says it's still back at home, so it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. 2-2 is now started for our Terran player and our Zerg player. Looks like they're roughly equal on upgrades, and Spire Tech is what we're looking at for the next big tech switch for our Zerg player. Man, this game has just been even Stevens so far. Invalid a little ahead, ChefBoyArdy a little ahead. I'm sure as soon as Invalid drops a couple more mules, he'll be fine. And wow, even vehicle weapons level 1 coming up. Wow. Okay. Very passive game so far. Look at that. A couple little losses there with the early Hellion aggression and the Liberator that went down, but really, this is the first big move out we've seen all game at the 8:45 mark. So both these players, I think, playing very cautiously. Again, a reminder, this is a single elimination tournament, so ChefBoyArdy is on the ropes here, and if he doesn't win this game, he's just out, baby. He's just out. All right, so gonna get up here on creep. And it looks like a giant stim here. A nice spread here from the Terran player. A lot of Banelings here. Tanks are sieged up on the low ground, but the Banelings get on top of the tanks, and the Zerglings finish all the 3 tanks in quick succession. There's still a lot of bio here, though, and there's not a whole lot left for the Zerg player. We do see the Zerg player making 30 more Zerglings to stay barely alive, but... Okay, he's going to pick up and go straight into the main. There's no real tech structures here to pick off. I guess he's going for drones, maybe? Not really sure what Invalid's plan is here. He gets a nice little position, though. It looks like one of his medevacs is going to get picked off there by the Spore Crawler. The Spore Crawler working down the second medevac. He needs to micro those medevacs out. Second medevac does go down, so there's a lot of Marines here that are not going to live away from this son of a buck. And unfortunately, he's not controlling super well. Second Queen does go down. A nice transfuse, but it's a little bit late there. chasing the queen down, but it looks like he's got a nice beat on the spawning pool, and the spawning pool in a lot of danger, sending another flood of Marines here to the ramp. Zerglings going up to the north to try and protect the spawning pool, but the spawning pool, oh my god, he lets the spawning pool live. Chef Boyardy is saved by the grace of God. That is incredible. Oh my goodness gracious. Chef Boyardy is still alive. Barely. The spire is down. The mutalisks are on the way. The queens are being remade. He's taken a licking, but can he keep on ticking? That is the question. Nice scan there from from Invalid. Going to show him that he is not, in fact, as far behind as he thought he might be, even on bases with his Zerg opponent. Ooh, pardon me, sorry. We're just coming out of spring in Seoul, and my allergies are almost gone, but they still hit me every now and then. Okay, we got 3 mutalisks here. 2 mutalisks trying to fight off a missile turret, and that's just not a fight you're gonna win. I will say though, Invalid really wants this gas. Look at that, 6 gas, 6 SCVs and a gas. Wow, dropping down a 4th base here, and we see 3-3 on the way. That's a huge upgrade. Going to keep him well ahead of his opponent for a little while. Forces a cancel though on the 4th base, so these Mutalisk flock is starting to do a little bit of good here, and it looks like the Mutalisk flock going to move into the natural where there is a missile turret, but he can focus it down with that many Mutalisks. He could definitely get a focus down on the missile turret. A bunch of stimmed bio going to push the medevacs, going to push those Mutalisks away off the north side, but unfortunately there's a Zergling run by into the main, and there's a lot of Banelings here waiting to explode on stuff. Oh my god, the humanity. Those Banelings going in. There's nothing left there, Banelings. Oh, Banelings. Oh. Okay, nice focus fires here by Invalid. A lot of SCVs going to go down, but all the Banelings have been lifted, used up as well. The 4th base does lift up, and it looks like, unbelievably, Invalid has survived. Fantastic. A good attempt there by Chef Boyardy, but Invalid was somehow able to keep it going. And hey, Demon Byako, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. This is super fun. Alright, the Mutalisk now, wow, a good pickoff there on Vehicle Weapons level 2. The Mutalisk trying to get a lock on this missile turret, but a nice repair there by Invalid at the last second is going to save it, and the Mutalisks are going to get away with their lives. He's only lost about 2 Mutalisks so far, and he's adding a whole lot more to the flock. Look at that. Infestation Pit finishing up back home. 30 more Zerglings on the way, but 3-3 has finished up for this bio, and this is looking absolutely dangerous. The bio from Invalid is actually going to push out, and there's nothing back home to defend, then this Mutalisk flock could come in and absolutely, and the one Corruptor who's just like, what's up, guys? I'm cool too, right? Look at him. He's so dumb. All right. Mutalisks, rather. Marines step on creep and a huge stim. And no scan, so no creep tumor's going to get picked off there. But it looks like the Marines have closed in on this 3rd base, and I'm not sure if there's a whole lot here to defend against it. I don't see a lot of Zerglings yet. I don't see any Banelings yet. I think these Marines are going to do a whole heck of a lot of damage. Siege tanks in the back, some Marines to protect them as well. The Mutalisk flock not doing anything back home. The 4th base for the Zerg, the 3rd base for the Zerg does go down. A lot of drones go down as well, and it looks like there's nothing to defend. A couple Banelings rolling forward here. They're going to get some decent-ish connections, I guess, but that's like 3 Banelings for 3 Marines. Some good target firing from the Marines, and they're going to poke into the 4th base as well now. The 1 Baneling on creep does get picked off without doing anything, and the 4th base from Chef Boyardy is definitely going to go down. The Zerglings have now arrived, and the Mutalisk flock has suddenly woken up, and the one Corruptor is like, hey guys, I'm still cool, right? I'm still cool. Marines collapsing, and it looks like they have taken out the tanks in the back now, but the problem is going to be these massive amount of Marines. A lot of Mutalisks here, but 3-3 Marines are so good. They live forever. But wisely, very wisely, Invalid pushes back to recoup his forces and make sure he can die a little bit later. We see our Zerg player now down to 2 hatcheries. He has got absolutely no larva left. I don't know what he thinks he's going to do with this huge bank that he's got of 2,500 minerals and over 1,000 gas, but it looks like attacking is going to be the order of the day. 1 missile turret goes down, 2nd missile turret goes down, and Stimmed Bio has arrived with medevac support, and they're going to chase away all of those Mutalisks. The Mutalisks not really dying a whole lot, but the Mutalisks Chef Boyardy not losing a lot of Mutalisks, but they're also not getting any damage done, and that's a real shame. Now, wow, there's a huge flock of Mutalisks. How many Mutalisks are on the map now? 18 Mutalisks. Unfortunately, that's the entire army, and it looks like he's trying to go up to Hive Tech, and he's building 1 more hatchery, but yeah, man, oh, he's got no army left. What was that queen doing? What? I don't know. Anyway, Mutalisks and Zerglings going to go for a run by on this 4th base. The missile turrets might be finished in time. That tank needs to get the heck out of there. Ooh, jeez. flyer attacks level 2 getting started, and even more Zerglings getting pushed out. But the planetary fortress should survive, I think. And as long as the missile turrets get repaired, missile turrets get mass repaired, Mutalisk chased away, planetary fortress survives. A great defense there by Invalid on his base. Another queen all the way down here at the 4th base. I'm not sure what the hell is going on here. Oof. That's really painful, actually. Vehicle weapons level 2 on the way, and here's the big switch from Invalid. 5 Liberators. Wow. Yeah, man. Marine tank Liberator can be really, really effective. Just force the Zerg into a choke. Those Liberators, of course, Liberator picks off a Marine or a Baneling with 1 shot every time. So, looks like it could be a good composition here as long as the Liberators don't get caught by these. Oh no, the Mutalisks. The Mutalisks are going to catch the Liberators, or the Liberators are going to catch the Mutalisks, actually. And the 1 Corruptor. No, Liberators, get out of it. You can't win that fight. Liberators! Liberators, what are you doing? Okay, the Liberators are serving as bait so that this entire army of 3/3 Marines can get underneath. Okay, you know, that's a thing that happened. Finally, a scan. Couple creep tumors gonna get picked off there. Stib Marines picking off creep tumors. That's what the world deserves to see. Tanks, oh no, it looks like the army was improperly moved across the map. The Liberators are all gonna get picked off, but look how low these Mutalisks are. Oh man, the Mutalisks are so low. Okay, only 2 tanks left. The tanks are in the back. They're going to get overwhelmed by the Mutalisks and the Zerglings. The tanks are going to go down almost immediately, and there's some decent Baneling connections there. There's not a lot left here, but it looks like there's going to be plenty left to deal with everything the Zerg had. So with only a couple Corruptors on the field, I think there it is. There's the GG from ChefBoyArdy, and good work, my friend. You fought bravely. You fought well, but that marks the end of our struggle.